afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Hero of Strike, Defender of the Fatherland, the Lord and Master of your dreams. Off here to our 1 vs 1 on the road to Kharkov. Between the south, we got Zyswen fighting here for the Soviet Union, Socialism, and the 15th Motorized Rifle Division, versus in the north, we got Zarok fighting here for the Oberkommando West, Germany, Deutschland, for the Fallschirm Panzerfusilier Bataillon Hermann Göring, Abteilung, most likely, part of the Fallschirm Panzer Corps Hermann Göring. Here with Scamming, Spec Ops and Breakthrough versus Shock Rifle, Mechanized Support and Guard Motor there with Triple Infantry and a single Guards Bulletin there for Zyswen. Guardians of the Nation. Geez, why they're being laid down by Zarok in service of the Fatherland here, as the Fallschirm Panzerfusilier Abteilung Hermann Göring defends the borders of Germany, somewhere in Poland. Engineers are being pushed back here with the Sturmpioniere. Sturmgewehr opening up the engineers as they quickly rush back. We got Volkers following up here. We got a Kuban there securing territory for Zarok. We got a maximum start here for Zyswen. Certainly one of the things Oberkommando West tends to struggle with, a particularly heavy maximum spam. And there we go, maximum opening up the Sturmpioniere, falling back with them. And if this ends up with this full maximum spam, could this be very well Zarok being hoisted by his own petard? But there you go, we've got a second Kuhlwagen here for Zarok, grabbing field points in the north, in the center as well. Heavy Kuhlwagens can be a bit tricky versus the Soviets if they go for scout cars, they'll run into trouble. Versus Maxims, a lot of Kuhlwagens, or several Kuhlwagens, can actually do a lot of good because they can actually grab territory, at least sort of, quickly outmaneuvering the Maxims, meaning they're going to be less efficient. We'll have to see, though, what Zarok does, though, here. Zarok certainly known for his own special brand of play. Well, special in the same way that spam is a special brand of food. But, he's going for the third Kuhlwagen there, though. Second one, they're rolling down the road to join up with the rest here. Point being secured. Might want to slightly pull back there, secure the point there. In the south here, point being secured. We got the Maxim rolling up. We got Fulton here by the victory point there. Maxim out in the open versus Fulton. They're slightly sticking his out there. Ludwig gets inside the rest of the unit suppressed. God damn it, Ludwig! I told you to stay in cover. Now look at this. We're all suppressed. I don't know how it works, but we are all suppressed because of you, Ludwig. You shit. There you go. Kuban flanking about here. Other one being repaired, moving out. So we've got 3 Kuhlwagens out here for Zarok and the Fallschirm Panzerfusilier Bataillon Hermann Göring. We got the second Kuban attack from the north here. Fulton still suppressed, but there you go. Kuban's firing away there. Maximum, they could take some damage there, I think. Other Kuban here pushing back against the near side after he hit the cough point. We got the second Kuban moving down here to support. Maximum, they're taking losses from the Kuhlwagens. Got a second Kuhlwagen moving in. The third Kuhlwagen could then move an attack from the rear here. Maximum actually bleeding out. They're down to less than half health. The Kuhlwagens are quickly cutting them down. What is this? Kuhlwagens no longer relegated to just, something that gets blown to bits, but they're actually doing damage here. They are killing Zyswen's Maxims. It's Kubel madness. He's gone for 4 Kubelwagens. Zarok has gone for 4 Kubelwagens. It's a Kubelwagen gang. Engineers are trying to rush it. Fox is rushing forward, and he steals the Maxim, sacrificing a full Volker squad just denied to Zyswen. Who's thereby with the 2 Maxims now. Engineers being pushed back, going for the Kaufmann again with the Kuhlwagen, and again we got 4 Kubelwagens for Zarok. 4 Kubelwagens. This is some aggressive Kubelwagen play for the Fatherland. A lot of Kubelwagens out. So that is definitely new. We'll have to see how it works out, but so far it seems surprisingly effective as the Maxims, in part because they can't get suppressed. And they can sort of do decent damage. And there we go. We got the Maxim there, now engaged by 4 Kubelwagens. They're dropping like flies. Petrov, what is this? It's motorized warfare. We can't deal with this. We can only push. We have no motor. He's moving up here, going safe, I think, for his fuel point. In the meanwhile, though, Zarok's Kubels of terror are roaming the southern fields. He's taking up there. No, might be planning some infantry first. He will need some infantry in the longer term here, but so far, it's Zyswen's just sticking to the Maxims. These wheeled whirlwinds could, I think, certainly give Zyswen a bit of run for his money. But of course, he needs to keep them repaired at all times, and the long term Zarok will definitely benefit from getting more Sturm parties to keep all these Kuhlwagens working. But 3 kills, 2 kills, 6 kills. So all in all, 12 kills. Actually, more than 12. It's 14 kills, I think. Yeah, 14 kills on the Kugelwagens. Kugelwagens, the hidden menace. The true Wunderwaffen, the Kugelwagen. The Führer's secret weapon. I can keep this up forever. I can keep this up forever. Anyways, Maxim going straight there for the fuel pump. We got the second German Maxim moving ahead here. Kugelwagen slowly being fixed up. There again, this is where most German punches benefit. So I was beginning to feel a bit of too many resources for my liking. Manpower, fuel, ammunition. You never need to be in using that. We got Maxim moving about here. We got engineers as well there. Kugelwagen's rolling in. Needs to defend the fuel point. Zyswen overall moving ahead. We got a fourth Max on the way there for Zyswen. There we go, point rendered neutral. We got the Kugelwagen there striking. We got the Max moving up. We got a second Kugelwagen moving, another Kugelwagen to hang about. Looks like they might be moving towards there as well. We got Fultz going to I got Tech as well there for Zarok. So he's doing something a bit more active than just moving about the Kugelwagen, which is pretty active though. I mean, it's actually quite a bit of micromanagement to get them to work properly. And there you go. Maxim being engaged by numerous Kugelwagen supported by a Maxim. It's just so many Kugelwagens. Good thing he doesn't have to pay the fuel for them. But there you go. Maxim almost down. Could he get another Maxim with the Kugelwagen? Does he pursue? Oh, he goes in. No, he turns away there. He misses the opportunity to wipe another Maxim team there. Perhaps then again it could have been pathing. Again, that's also where the sort of things get tricky with that many Kugelwagens. The pathing is going to be awkward, to put it mildly. It is going to be awkward. But there you go. Maxim rolling ahead here. We got Maxim carrying the center victory point on the south. Maxim carrying points as well. Kugelwagens versus Maxims. Sounds like some weird movie. Kugels versus Maxims. In a cinema near you. But there you go. Maxim there getting blasted by 4 Kugelwagens. Maxim being suppressed by the Maxim. Quickly dropping down to low health. Even within the safety of a house, there's no true safety from the Kugelwagens. There we go. We've got flame for engineers. Not really having much of an impact on the Kugelwagen. Yes, this Kugelwagen is made from asbestos. Or at least the doors are. Almost got another Maxim there. Almost got another getting used away, but they certainly won't stand much of a chance either against the quadruple Max Kugelwagen. But there you go. Maxim flanks the Kugelwagen, falls from that one away. Engineers there down to less than half health. And there we go. Pushed to west jump pass flank. Got a breakthrough here for Zarok, calling in the Panzer Fusiliers. In the meanwhile, though, Zyswen has picked up, and he goes for the natural predator of the Kugelwagen, the T-70 light tank, most likely. Half-track, though, will also work nicely, or the S-Unit 6, really. I mean, most of those things are natural predators of the Kugelwagen. But still, they've actually, I think, had quite an impact here. Again, they've rather denied Zyswen a lot of territory, stolen a Maxim for him, and, you know, just even sort of did some good harassment in the early game. I mean, even if you're not going to go for a lot on Maxims, I still think at least this is sort of highlights that the Kugelwagen, I think, has a lot more utility than most people give it credit for. And it probably will have with a patch hit, so again, when, you know, actually gets, you know, shared veterancy from other units nearby, which will then, of course, you know, make this slightly more useful longer run as well. But there you go, quickly fixing that. We've got 2 Panzer Fusilier squads here for Zarok. Panzer Fusilier, by the way, being sort of an honorific title, just a different name for Panzer Grenadier, to put it mildly. Fusilier, on the hand, was a bit more a special title, sort of after the losses at Stalingrad, you know, when things became Grenadiers. Reconnaissance elements within the infantry divisions became Fusiliers, instead of just being scouts. And there you go, one heavily damaged, still pushed in. They've got Dob Maxims here, not out in the open, negative cover. In fact, for someone that might even apply. Lost 1 Kugelwagen there, though, but still, I would say, overall, he's been able to do a lot of damage with his Kugelwagens. So I think it rather, for the most part, works out that, of course, he needs to flank these pretty aggressively. We've got Maxim occupying the house. Panzer Blue setting out to flank in here against the Maxims and Engineers. Folks, there will not be able to last long. We've got a quick incendiary grenade there before the retreat in the face of the Soviet bullet storm. And there we go. And these Panzers are flanking in. Maxim being pushed out of cover there into the open. Could then strike from the north like a motorized storm against the Maxims for the Kugelwagens. Engineers are taking losses from the Panzer Fusiliers. Small chance of wipe. Actually, there go. Kugelwagen so it helps focus them down. Maxim sprinting here to try and deal with this. Panzer Fusiliers supporting the Kugelwagen suppressed. Gets away. Lucky Petrov there. Oh, could we see Maxim there wipe? And there we go, he wipes a Maxim, still got 2 left, Panzers they need to retreat. Other Kugelwagen's going to need to repairs. Maxim turning on the other, Maxim has been cruised there, Panzer's got flamethrowers, engineers moving in here, Kugelwagens need to get out of there. Careful, Zarok, forsect, the Kugelwagens, not Panthers. And wipe the maximum retreat there. That did not work out there for Zarok, but still should slow down Zyswen a bit. He's still got 3 Kubelwagens. So again, they've done a lot of kills and damage, but they haven't really gotten a lot of experience as such. Again, though, at this point, you know, again, with the patch on, they're probably a lot more veterans, and they'll be able to, I think, share the veterans between them, which again will just, you know, sort of rocket them a bit up there. But we've got a T7 away there for Zyswen. We've got a Kettenkrad for Zarok to help deal with any armor he's expecting to hit. Panzer is going back for reinforcements, healing. A part of me would think, you know, maybe going for mechanized regiment to sort of really, you know, work with all these Kubelwagens, you know, Puma or Lux, but he decides on the more conventional battle group headquarters. Folks, there versus maximum down south. Any Sturmgewehrs there for Zarok's Volksgrenadiere, and there we go. They're in fact on the way. So hard work there on the Kubelwagens, who have, I'm pretty sure at this point, are less buckets and more sieves.
Ready to execute. An anti-tank gun has taken the field.
You know, Fritz, I've heard after the voiceover they're going to turn these over to the Italians. They can use them for the pasta. It sounds about right, Heinz. Okay, now from moving out there, Panzer is heading southwards, truck moving up the east. So it looks like he's planning a pretty aggressive Schwerpanzer to, of course, help defend the area here against any of Zyswen's movements. Not a bad thing either. Could, of course, then go for Obersoldaten and rush out some armor. But T-70 here on the roll for Zyswen. T-70 light tank. Stopped production 1943, but overall they produced so many, and it was a reconnaissance tank, which means, you know, not really put out in huge numbers at any point, that, you know, they could actually last even, you know, until the end of the war. So a little fun fact there. Maximum pursuit, Puncher is moving up there, might fire off an anti-tank rifle grenade. Do a bit of damage there. And there we go. Taking it down to half health actually, but they're still out in the upper T7, but it's actually shooting on the Schwerpanzer's quarters, actually trying to stall Zarok from getting up the Schwerpanzer's quarters. It's actually allowing the Panzergrenadiers to otherwise stand out in the open versus T7. There you go, double maximum flank. They're going for it as well. Almost got it, and oh, talk about close one. Self-repairs, they're going off. Engineers almost wiped. Volksgrenadiers here versus Engineers here in the west. Maxim's pushed back in the face of the Schwerpanzer's quarters, now fully operational 37mm flat cannon. Sending grenade against Engineers. As a fun fact, there also exists a Zwilling version. There's twin mount gun version of this one here, though I don't think it's for usage out of Germany. In fact, there were several flat cannons which pretty much were only used inside of Germany because they're a lot harder to maintain, and so to make it easier, they actually only kept them within the borders of Germany. So stuff like the 2cm flak feeling, the regular 1-barrel 30mm flak, and the one version of the Flak 88 actually only so used, I think, really outside of the borders of Germany. The rest of them were pretty much, well, there was also, I think, a 10.5cm flak that might have seen usage, but most of the others were simply too advanced to, and again, complicated to maintain to actually see usage outside of Germany for the most part. So, a little fun fact there on German anti-aircraft guns. Mine would off there. Oh, demo charge, I think, knocking out 2 of his Kubelwagens. Oh dear. I'm sure Zarok in this very moment felt a sharp blow to his heart as he saw them blown to bits. There shall be no easy nights for Zarok for the next couple of nights here, as he has nightmares about the loss of those 2 Kubelwagens to a single demo charge. Fultz moving ahead here, T7 running up straight for the centre, got the max there, pointlessly firing away there, failing to penetrate the frontal armour of the T70 light tank. Kevin pushed back, Schwerpanzer's quarters there, receiving most of your repairs. Panzerfaust gets a hit there. No Storm Officer there. I can't blame him under the circumstances for not going for it. It's not going to be that effective. Particularly not with the T70 up, but they've got to take up more Panzer facilities here for Zarok. We got engineers thinking about here. We got the Schwerpanzer's quarters being repaired slowly still. We can soon go for a Panzer IV. You could in theory also aim for the Jagdpanzer. I mean, sort of looking at the overall situation, a Panzer IV would certainly be a good choice. The Jagdpanzer wouldn't be bad either. I mean, it rather depends on how Zarok sort of feels like he is. I mean, if he feels like he's in remotely behind, of course, the Jagdpanzer is going to be the better choice. Of course, you could also try and wait for the Panther, which would also, I think, be a strong choice here. We'll have to see, though, what Zarok goes for. But for once, a Panzer IV would not be a bad choice. I mean, there's so many cases where Oberkommand West players go just for the Panzer IV because they can, not because it actually makes sense. But here it would kind of, again, he's been actually able to harass a bit here. Zyswen in the early game, he has suffered too much for himself, and he's been able to do some damage there. So it wouldn't be completely off. Though, of course, we here got take up for Zyswen, who's certainly keeping up there as well. good work by Zyswen. Again, taking can be a bit tricky for some players, and then puts again Soviets and the Wehrmacht are the ones that sort of suffer the most. The Soviets, though, suffer less so than the Wehrmacht, but the Wehrmacht's definitely sort of the faction that struggles the most there. But again, the Soviets, again, they do have to put more attention to it as well compared to the other factions, and they also have to use units for building it. There you go. Yak Panzer on the way there for Zarok. Panzer 470, though, specifically the V version for Volmak. There was also the Alkut version, which was too big, actually, for reasons that I'm actually not sure why they did it like that, to be honest, since they're the same guys that made this 3G, but basically they only use as replacement tanks. Almost got the T-7, let's go. We got maximum caught here by Panzer Fusiliers, Volkskrieger, and the Schwer Panzer quarters. Zarok, though, is more on the defensive now versus opponent. We can see the T-7 being rolled back there for repairs. 2 guard squads here supporting Zyswen at the front line. And we got here some Zarok troops moving ahead. Though again, with all the maximums, I mean, his opponent now was able to claim the other maximum, means he's got now 5 max machine guns. That is quite a challenge there for Zarok to deal with. But the Panzer 470 there ramming for Zarok, ready to support the front line to knock out some Russian Panzer. Bit of shooting there, troops being pushed off the field. One Kulwang behind, in this case he's using his detection ability to try and scout out what Zyswen might be up to. Yak Panzer rolls ahead there. Panzer Fusiliers moving ahead there. Yak Panzer covering up. He's probably trying to find the T-70 and then get a good hit there with its high velocity 75mm gun. Shoots and hits the road. Otto, how can you hit the road with that kind of gun? It's very accurate, you know. High velocity. We got a fuel cache active for Zyswen, which is planning up for the longer fight. Maybe ISUs, but also just more tanks. A good move there by Zyswen. That is definitely a solid and clever move. But in the end, Zarok did go for the Yak Panzer, and again, probably worried about armor, and again, that is not a bad idea either. Though, of course, there's the theory could have saved up for a Panther instead. But, of course, if Zarok feels like the Yak Panzer is going to do more good here, I mean, we'll have to see how much he gets out of it. T-7 rolling about, Panzer holding up in the house, Yak Panzer shoots. Knocks out a dastardly Marxist door, but no actual Marxists. Panzer is pushed back there. More Panzer Fusilier moving ahead, not fully reinforced though. Bit risky there for Zarok, slightly. And what I've got here, we got a second. No, cancels it. Perhaps Zyswen feels like 2 fuel caches could be overkill. That's an interesting thought there from Zyswen. Or perhaps he just wants to get a tank out as fast as possible. I mean, there are numerous options there for why Zyswen is sort of doing that. And unless he signs off for the comments on that, we won't know. But it's certainly interesting to see a play active again, building a second cache and then cancel it for whatever reasons. So, I mean, I'm imagining there was a reason for it. And he doesn't go for tank, he goes for the Katyusha, probably again thinking Zarok is right now sort of more concentrated with a small amount of terrain, in which case a Katyusha rocket launcher should certainly be able to help clear him out. Definitely not a bad idea. Maxim holding up here in the west. Kulbang so just basically acting as a spotter. Lightning gun blasting away with its 75mm gun. Guards moving ahead, Yak Panzer repositioning. Fun fact, that little thing there on the left side of it is that's actually a spot there to cover up for a machine gun. An MG42 actually, which is kind of red, so set up as all machine guns. But the Yak Panzer or the Panzer 470 had one of those. I think the Yak Panzer 4, that is the one with the more regular 75mm gun, actually had 2 of those. So little fun fact there, and I'm not sure why Relic decided to do away with it. In fact, they even have his stats for it, you know, machine gun there. So it's a bit curious. But oh well. Guards moving up, we got the Panzer there being suppressed by the Maxim here. Veteran T3. Grenade here might help, but some looking a bit rough there for Zarok's Panzer Fusilier. Quick grenade off. And there you go. Katyusha rocket launcher fires off numerous rockets here against Zarok's position. Kettenkrad gets a decent hit on the T-70, but also gets exposed to a lot of firepower there from Zyswen and the 15th Motorized Rifle Division. Maximum dealing with the advancing troops trying to flank in here. Needs to clear up this position first, I think. And he lost the Kettenkrad. There we go. Trying to recruit, instead gets knocked out by the Schwerer Panzer quarters, 37mm flak. And I believe it looked like someone's trying to knock it out. There it goes, actually going to destroy it with his Yak Panzer. In fact, They're both trying to destroy the Kettenkrad. Petrov, if they're trying to destroy it, why are we trying to destroy it? Because, Sergei, shut up.
Grenadiers back to full strength. Double check batteries on this end. Stand by, crew.
It's a bit awkward. They're both Germans and Serbs trying to destroy the same thing. That's usually when you should be sort of questioning what you're doing.
Squad ready. You need light anti-tank. Standing by.
Constance here. Panzer IV for Zarok. It does a lot with the Panzer IV again. Now he does have the Yak Panzer out there, so again he's got something that can actually support his tank and can certainly deal with any armor there that Zyswen might throw at him. So in this case, it's not a bad choice. I mean, there's still the theoretical possibility of just setting up for a Panther instead, but it's got a Yak Panzer to support the Panzer IV, so it's not a bad choice in this case. Again, he's got something that can work with a Panzer IV and help deal with armor. In the meanwhile, Zyswen is going there for the Cis-3 field gun. And of course the Yak Panzer IV was based on the Panzer IV chassis. Little fun fact there, was the only way they could sort of mount the high velocity 10mm gun on it. In fact, that's sort of one of the reasons why the Germans went with assault guns like they did, as it would allow them to mount bigger guns otherwise they could on smaller chassis, since they didn't have to worry about the turret or anything like that.
Panzer IV deployed.
So there we go, Panzer IV out here with Schutzen attached. Pinball machine gun going up as well. Another Katyusha barrage here from Zyswen. Trying to silence the Leicht's infantry Schutz. T-7 under fire from the Yak Panzer, but misses deplorably. Guys moving up, which locks down, hold up, and there we go, lightning gun cleared out with the Katyusha rockets. Panzer forming up support, possibly been caught, there we go. Guardsmen there taking crucial hits there from the Panzer IV, almost wiping the entire unit, and he annihilates them, completely blown to bits alongside the section of wall they were standing by. Second guard squad then the face of the Panzer IV, then cover shattered. Guards from the keep firing lightning gun gets half the unit, and the rest run. Quite a few losses there for Zyswen in a matter of moments. 9 guardsmen annihilated, and there you go, the Yak Panzer ahead and gets the Katyusha rocket launcher. Zyswen is getting quite hammered there by Zarok in a quick bold assault there, which completely, I think, caught Zyswen off guard there. He didn't expect his opponent to rush straight in there and get his Katyusha. That's definitely a victory there for Zarok, silencing his opponent's artillery, getting several guardsmen. I mean, victory points wise, though, he's like got a lead there, but otherwise, I mean, Zyswen still very much got map control, I believe, but then that was quite a bit of damage. It's quite a bit of damage, plus, of course, experience for the Yak Panzer and the Panzer IV. So overall, not too bad there by Zarok. I mean, overall, he still needs to sort of try and launch with a bigger assault. I think, again, he should try and maybe sneak up with his Panzer IV on the west flank, clear out the maximum from here, and then sort of try and sneak up from here, do a bit more damage there, instead of just trying to constantly face off against Zyswen around here, where, again, Zyswen has a, I think, pretty heavy force concentration, which is going to make it hard a lot for Zarok to sort of push through there. But there you go, Zyswen's going for the issue 5 in response to the Yak Panzer. He's going to go for his own tank destroyer to counter the German one. There we go, initiative 5 out there for Zyswen. Engineers caught laying down a mine, but there you go. Field gun gets a good hit in the Yak Panzer through its side armor, which was pretty thin. That was actually one of the weaknesses of the Yak Panzer. It was already, I think, rather overloaded, in part again due to the high velocity gun there, which again is rather big, so there were some elements that had to be lightened up, and even then it had problems. Of course, they're halted by Maxims, T-70 as well. Yak Panzer moving up the chutes and misses again. Less good there for the Yak Panzer. T-70 escapes, and we got the issue 5 covering here. Might actually try and bait the Yak Panzer into the issue 5. Will Zarok take the bait? Looks like he does. There you go. And issue 5 turns to pull back the Yak Panzer. There you go. Penetrating hit the field gun firing as well. Field out is. And we got here marked vehicle on the Yak Panzer, almost knocking it out there. Yak Panzer takes the issue 5 down to half health. Close eventually to Panzer 4. Needs to wait to support. It's going to be a bit risky though. Fire landing on the Maxims. Finding a way a bit there. Panzer moving up there with an anti-tank rifle grenade, damaging the engine of the issue 5, preventing a clean pursuit of the Yak Panzer. Small victory, I suppose, there for Zarok. Small victory. Yak Panzer there being rolled back. Panzer IV's going to need repairs, more steel punishment. But in this case, I think Zarok's going to aim for the mechanized regiment to just prepare himself with the repair pioneers, meaning the overall has to pay less attention. Again, just needs to get the vehicle there, note when it's ready to move, and get it back. I mean, that overall decreases a lot of management load for him, which is actually quite important. I mean, what people have to pay attention to tends to sort of get, I think, rather underestimated in an RTS game, and that's probably they could sort of look to more, sort of making things a bit easier. They as tactically and strategically sort of finding out where there's some good spots, just remove management, allowing them to sort of focus on the more important parts at times, I feel. I mean, stuff again like repairs, for example, just one that can just actually make a difference there. It's also, again, why I think the Allies, in particular the Americans, are a lot easier because they have a lot of those management options, removed. Again, they just need to tech and build at the same time. Their tanks self-repair. I mean, that makes things a lot bloody easier for them in terms of management, allowing them to focus more on the front line. But oh well, enough about that. We got the second Katyusha out there for Zyswen. He does not give up on his rocket artillery. He's moving up here, I think, to engage the Schwerpanzer quarters. But there you go, Panzer IV nearby. Penetrates the frontal armor of the HL5, which was 45mm of sloped armor, I believe. Not that thickly armored. In that regard, German tank destroyers, and except we're actually a bit of an anomaly, whereas most other armies just tend to be the tank destroyers pretty lightly armored. The Germans always ensure, that most of them, after once they sort of moved over to the Yak Panzer series and stuff like that, were reasonably well armored from the front at least. So that's a little fun fact there. Light infantry gun there, Commander 5 from rockets though. We got artillery fire here as well. We got breakthrough assault, forcing Zyswen to actually pull back from here. I wonder if there's a reason for that here from Zarok. He's planning to push forward, maybe sort of do another sort of quick hit down some vital units, maybe catch the Katyusha again. It does seem like he's getting a bit safer there. We got smoke screen being laid down here by assault artillery. Seems like he's just using it to buy himself some time and some relief. And oh, he's sneaking ahead the Yak Panzer using sort of cautious movement. Interesting, interesting. Still pretty much no action on the western flank here. Neither from Zarok or Zyswen. I mean, Zyswen could also benefit from trying to come up for here and then sort of hit Zarok here. Could cause him some problems. But movement up here, quickly holding by Maxims. Issue 5 further, pulling back. He's really wary about what Zarok could do. He's taking him seriously. He's taking him very seriously. Yak Panzer still waiting. He's actually really close to victory too. Oh! Got hit there. Looks like he spotted it and just shot at it. Maybe something else. Out of the way though. Down to half health already here from the HE5. And Yak Panzer just pulls back. Here push up the centre. Passes there with Scotsman. Panzer moves up there. Tries to get the field gun but misses. And we still got the HE5 that she needs to pull back the Panzer pretty quick there before it takes too much damage. Fox is moving ahead. They might try and clear out the field gun. A lot of fighting going on here again. And there you go. Snug up the Yak Panzer. Got a hit there on the HE5. Gained actually 2 shots and added. More armour. And Bertolana started lining into overall spot for itself quite nicely, making it that way a lot nastier for Zyswen. There you go. Yak Panzer receiving vital repairs. We do have the repair pioneers up here though for Zarok's mechanized regiment. In theory, he could try and aim for Stukas of Fuss here to help deal with the Maxims and such there. I mean, they are all clustered very tightly together. And at this point, again, he's not, throwing away other armoured elements to get a Stukas of Fuss, which tend to be a lot of problem for a lot of players. They'll just go for the Stukas of Fuss right away instead of trying to get a tank first and then support that with rocket artillery. Some damage being done around the Schwerpanzer quarters. HL5 good to go again. Overall, very nice use of cautious movement. It is probably a bit of a underutilized ability, but Zarok does seem to be doing his best to get the most out of it. And there we go, we do have a Stukas of Fuss on the way there for Zarok. The Stukas of Fuss, by the way, was part either of a Panzer Pioneer Battalion's heavy company, by the way, where it would be mixed up with mortars and the likes, or been part of a artillery unit element there of a Panzer Brigade. Otherwise, there really no uses outside of those units. But there you go, Yak Panzer getting here, the HT5. Getting caught by the field gun in this case. Didn't quite fully work out there for Zarok, but still, I think he was able to catch off Zyswen there a bit. And here in the west, Maxim still there, and he still hasn't dealt with it. He needs to flash out the Maxim first before he can make anything there. But Well, it's nice to see him trying something, but he still needs to deal with it first. Maximum versus Panzer IV on the far right flank. Also now we can see he's keeping the Katyusha far behind now. He's, I think, getting more aware here, of course, what Zarok can do, and he's taking no chances. Grenades are being used to flash out the max. We've got the T-70 reacting and quickly collapsing Zarok's western assault. Yak Panzer there being repaired. Not using the repair pioneers when he does have them. Seems a bit weird there. Oh well. Got the Stukas Rus there moving up. There you go. Getting ready to fire those big rockets. I believe they were 300mm rockets, or 32, or 320mm rockets. I can't quite remember. They were pretty big. Note, by the way, the name Wurfrahmen basically means throwing frame, and that's basically sort of reference to the things on the side. So just rockets in wooden frames that could be sort of, discarded after usage. In fact, it could also be set up, just to fire without having been mounted on a truck. I believe they actually had some defenses like that, supporting the defenders of Normandy. That's a little fun detail. Of course, it's also why they could just, mount them on other things like, for example, the Hotchkiss light tank, as remember it from Companies 1, Tales of Valor. But a bit of a standoff here. He's yet to fire Stukas of Fuss. It's good he's not firing it blindly. I mean, again, that's a mistake with a lot of players. The Stukas of Fuss is very much more accuracy artillery. It needs to get, your target specifically, in which case it could do a lot more damage compared to other artillery. But again, it very much requires, more precision. Otherwise, it ends up being wasted, which ultimately is sort of a problem a lot of players have with it. In this case, though, he pulls, I think, a fast one here in Zyswen, actually. He attacks here, so it makes it look like he'll probably find the rockets here, but in this case, though, Zyswen was able to quickly realise he was going to fire for the max, and they would still, that's actually, think, a pretty interesting move there. Because I think most players would assume, again, he's attacking there, I got some maxims, he's going to be firing at those, but instead he was firing at the other maxim. Sneaky Zarok. In this case, though, Zyswen again was able to catch on pretty quickly, but it would have been pretty fun, I think, for Zarok if he'd pulled it off. Vega pushing forwards, partly again sort of supported by the fact that again his opponent had to move away his maxims and field guns. Panzer forming hit, they're taking hits. We've got the Yak Panzer covering, but we've got double field guns here, which need to be dealt with first. H5 Vetri 2, by the way, that's actually bad news for any of Zarok's armor. Better accuracy. Oh, he's going to lose the Panzer Fusiliers. There you go. Wipe by the T-70. Vetri 3. More replacement Panzer Fusiliers there for Zarok and the Fallschirm Panzerfusilier Bataillon Hermann Göring. We got a T-70 and H5 here moving ahead. Yak Panzer creeping forwards. Might get overhit down the H5. Grabbing the point here. Victory point wise is getting a bit behind there. Zyswen now having set it up pretty decently. Stukas of Fuss still trying to focus fire. Yak Panzer there being up the H5. Panzer warming into deal with the maximum on the point. There we go, another hit down the H5, taking it down to half health, and we got the field guns moving ahead with this. Zarok pulls back, I think very prudently. Stukas was almost ready to go. Zyswen's getting very close as the ISU-152. The problem is he's actually got too many units at the moment to utilize it and call it in. We'll have to see how Zyswen deals with that one. Meanwhile, Zarok could try and go for another Yak Panzer, he could try and say for a Panther, he could say for the Yak Tiger, he could go for a King Tiger. I mean, he does have numerous options here versus Zyswen at the moment. Rocket barrage here around, clearing out the light infantry gun again. Stukas was there, firing down, and ooh, nice setup there, catching a field gun, even the H5 then getting off several kills, ultimately 7 there with the Stukas of Fuss. Good work there. Panzer IV there, oh, almost getting knocked out, he needs to pull back, blitz, blitz. There we go, Yak Panzer gets good in the H5, Vetri 2 could almost knock it out here. And he gets it, really close to Vetri 3, Panzer 4 barely escaped here, and he calls in the ISU with the destruction of the H-5. So there you go, ISU 152, the Svero boy, beast killer. Heavy assault are meant for destroying fortifications and the likes, but turned out to be pretty good versus tanks as well.
Prepare to execute. Panzer IV ready.
There you go, Panzer IV Jagdpanzer being repaired here now by all the pioneers, your personal repair pioneers and Sturm pioneers. Mines down to cover the right flank. Zyswen naturally cautious now increasingly with Zarok, though interesting enough, he's doing nothing to cover his entire west flank with mines, which is very open. And now there's less precision for the Maxims to hide in against Zarok. Zarok then needs to be killed by just charging head on again. A part of me thinking he's trying to launch a big assault through here and that way get behind Zyswen again with all the Maxims and all the likes. It becomes a bit tricky, so I can't blame him for not, going in eagerly, but I still think there could be some results from it. Zyswen moved over there, going to tank rough. You've got the Panzer wing. He might find be able to get the T-9 light tank, and the Panzer IV misses. Blitz, what are you doing? Hits the thing. There we go. T-70 finally down. Petrov desperately trying to crawl out. That was too late, and he calls in the Katyusha on the Panzer IV. That was a bit of vain effort. You got the eye shielder going in here for the kill on the Panzer IV. Panzer they're trying to get the point. We got Max crew out in the open though. Quickly suppresses them. Eye shield shoots. Panzer IV actually moves in. What is this? He's going to try to wipe the Max. No bit of luck. But there you go. Panzer retreating. Guards moving in. Up north we got the Jagdpanzer just hiding here. Veteran free now, which does mean increased mobility and rate of fire. Panzer IV takes a hit here from the ice. You need to pull it back. Zarok, schnell. Schnell, Zarok. Oh, he's going to lose it, I think. And there you go. The Panzer IV gets knocked out. That was not too well handled, I think, there by Zarok. Bit wasted. Less damage with this barrage there on the Stukas of Fuss. Victory points wise is beginning to lag behind Zyswen here. But he's getting closer there to be able to can actually call it a Panther now. Of course, we're trying against it for the Young Tiger or the King Tiger. We'll have to see what he does aim for. I mean, Yak Tiger would dominate the ice shoot, but would certainly be a lot less effective as the rest of us. The King Tiger would be greater, but would struggle a bit versus the ice shoe. On the other hand, he does have the Yak Pan to support the King Tiger versus the ice shoe. So, I mean, that could be a winning combination. Whereas again, with the Yak Tiger and the Yak Panzer, he would rather be in a case, I think, of too much in one side, and he'd still have to deal with the Maxims. So, a King Tiger would probably be the best choice here if he has to go between either of them. Zarok, brother, thinks you consider using some breakthrough tactics to just quickly decap and grab territory there from Zyswen faster than Zyswen can react. I mean, in that regard, it's only utilised Panzer Fusiliers and assault artillery. There's been really nothing else utilised here. No Sturm officers, no breakthrough tactics. Jagdpanzer there flanking the ice shoe. Second shot though fails to penetrate. Panzer was there being suppressed, and we got assault artillery called down here. Well, technically it's around there. It's not going to hit over here actually. That's one thing to keep in mind when you're calling assault artillery. It'll only land around the point itself, so even if it sort of covers a larger sector like here, it's only really going to land around here. For example, the rest of the sector is going to be, I think, largely untouched. As my notes again, nothing is happening all the way over here. So it ends up being 200 munitions sort of thrown away there by Zarok. Bit of waste. Now the Stukas barracks here. So good hits there, wiping Maxim and field gun crews, though a few survivors still stand covered though in the remains of their comrades. T-54 there for Zyswen, armoring up now. Zarok getting very close there to the King Tiger. Again, I'm going to assume it's going to be the King Tiger. I mean, he could go for the Yak Tiger theoretically. It's just not going to be that effective, I would say. Fixing up the Jagdpanzer quarters. Quick hit there on the Maxim crew. Yak Panzer hanging back. Panzer advancing. T-34 they're slowly on the way. ISU fires. Burps forth a massive high explosive shell. We got Panzers there getting grenaded. Guards advancing. Yak Panzer still hiding there out in the west here. Panzers being halted by the Max from there. Veteran 3. And we got the King Tiger out here for Zarok. A Königsjäger has been dispatched here to support the Hammond Göring Fallschirmpanzerfusilier Bataillon in its fight against international socialism. So we've got the Tiger 1B there rolling ahead. The Tiger B, also known as the Tiger 2. With its high velocities, 88mm gun, same as on the Yak Panther, Elephant, Tank Destroyer, sort of other elements there. You're taking also its high velocity gun though. Machine guns also blasting away there. Could you then use your whack if not careful? Ooh, close one there, but not quite, not quite. Ice jumps up there. Fails to hit the King Tiger though. Fails. Rocket fire all over the place. Stukas was bashed as well here, supporting the King Tiger's advance alongside the Yak Panther. There you go. Field gun crew wiped. Yak Panther needs to move ahead to support. It's a bit slow then, getting ahead, bit slow. T-34 moving in. Yak Panther shoots, they get to penetrate then the ISU. 100 points left here for Zarok though. Needs to get a bit more fire under his feet. He needs to believe in Endsieg. There you go, knocks out the field gun, he knows what the priority is, pulls back quickly. Yak Panther can still support, there you go, T-34 takes hits there. Second hit, almost knocked out here. Yak Panther gets more hit, we got Vetri Foyt giving a high rate of fire plus accuracy. And there you go, knocks out the T-34. King Tiger though down to less than half health for the Yak Panther, in still a pretty good condition here. Zyswen rolls ahead his monstrosity of Soviet steel, and there you go, Yak Panther lands another excellent hit here. Shoots again. A lot of damage being done there to the ISU. Oh dear, he could get another hit in at least. But it gets away. They're actually using this smoke, I think, of the burning T-34 to get out of there. And Zarok desists. He's getting closer to the Veteran 5 and the ambush bonus. King Tiger being repaired. More guardsmen out here for Zyswen. I really think he's again trying to be more aggressive. In this case, again, being too passive is allowing Zarok to find more time to dismantle Zyswen's defenses bit by bit, piece by piece. And the Stukas was almost ready to unleash hell again. 20 kills, half way to Veteran T2. Guardsmen there taking hits. ISU being repaired, and the King Tiger rolls out. Betcha on the Maxim. Other Maxim running up near the Panzerfusilier. King Tiger sending out. Stukas was far here. Almost got a Maxim, almost got a field gun. Oh, almost got another Maxim as well there. Almost 22 there, 24 kills. Maxim being pushed back here. Fulton's Panzers moving ahead. Moving here for the western point. But halted here by the Maxim as well there. Yak Panther rolling ahead of hill slowly. Field gun shoots, fails to penetrate. Though actually there's no Maxim trying in the center. Could actually rush here, the field gun cleared out, allowing the King Tiger to advance to deal with the rest of the guardsmen. They're taking. Oh, he's rushing over the Maxim now to the center. Here we got the ISU ready though. Yak Panther could move ahead. King Tiger setting out. Yak Panther as well. Maxim opening up there on the full gun, preventing them from clearing out the field gun. Damn close though. Damn close. Maxim spotted though by the King Tiger crew. Major Ludwig orders his gunner to turn on it. Shoots and almost gets it. And annihilated. Zyswen certainly beginning to suffer quite heavily here in the face of Zarok, grabbing the western victory point. ISU rolling back. Katyusha rolling back. Mechanized regiment up, going here for the cut-off point. Not a bad idea there by Zarok. He's popping a flare actually, just to spot ahead. He's unsure of where Zyswen might have hidden weapons. He pops a flare just to make sure he doesn't run into anything. He actually pulls back because he's worried he's going to get hit by rockets there, but he isn't. He's firing at the Schwerpanzer quarters like it's going to matter now. It's going to matter. His opponent against got a Jagdpanzer Veteran 4 and a King Tiger plus a Stukas Fuzz. I mean, that's not really going to put much of a dent into Zarek's plan at this point in the game. He's got a lot of fuel, but he hasn't been able to get a lot of it out, and partly against all the troops he's just been expending on manpower bleed. In this case, pulled back. Still nice to see someone using flares, particularly the Oberkommando West. I think that's the first time I've seen someone use the flare on the Panzerfuzzlers, actually. And Zarok, of all people. It's an age of miracles, I tell you, an age of miracles. Guards moving towards the western victory point. There you go. Panzerfuzzlers bravely holding the line. Rushing towards the center as well. This range to maximum force against the Panzerfuzzlers. ISU moving up there. Fires a concrete blasting around there, or concrete piercing around, annihilating the Panzerfuzzlers without mercy. That's definitely one way of using it. It's one way of using it. That's it. It's kind of impressive. Got a Stukas here. I think on the bench of Maxim, Zyswen there making a critical error, losing a guard squad. The Maxim, though, gets surprisingly well off from it. Still, that was nasty. Victory 2 that King Tiger move hit. Jagdpanzer all teams getting moving in there. A rush on the victory point. 69 points left here versus 189. King Tiger moves forward. ISU covering their veterans. One Guardsman rushing for the western victory point. Jagdpanzer moves ahead here, shoots at the ISU. If they can hit there, go get a penetrating hit there. Engineers wipe this to try to grab the point. Shoots again, fails to penetrate. ISU on the other hand has no such issues. King Tiger shoots, unit wipe there. Maxim annihilated by the mighty weight of the shell of the King Tiger, transferred to the field gun. Or maybe the ISU instead. Fight continues to reign back and forth here between the two combatants. And here in the east, troops reinforcing. Got the Katyusha there unleashing hell as well. More rocket fire. More death. And he's even using here tracking. He really wants to maybe nail one of those German tanks, or at least damage them a bit more. Jagdpanzer, those pretty much good to go here for Zarok. And Guardsman annihilated. Zyswen's now rolling in the tank to try and stop Zarok's armoured dominance. With a sweep of Stalin's armoured fist, he hopes to do the trick, but there you go. Jagdpanzer shoots and misses. Second shot fails to penetrate. Maxim field gun there, getting slaughtered by the Stukas Fuzz. Halfway to Veteran 3, 36 kills, field gun wrecked. Zyswen's now only got the ISU to halt the armoured might of Zarok. Igneous rushing forwards, bravely, heroically braving the dangers, but ultimately a bit pointlessly. There you go, the T-Fed fight there for Zyswen. He can soon go for another one, but he tries to build up a small armoured reserve and then sort of try and charge in. The problem is that still he'll be dealing with a Veteran 4. Jagdpanzer almost 55. There you go, shoots, misses. Almost Veteran 5 there, by the way. Almost Veteran 5. So close. So close. We haven't seen a Veteran 5 Jagdpanzer in ages here on the channel. Granted, we haven't seen an ISU either. We certainly haven't seen Veteran 4 Kugelwagens or Panzerfuzzler flares. I mean, really, we're seeing a lot of things that we either haven't seen at all or not seen very often. And that's not exactly half bad. Another T-Fed 4 there. Looks like Zyswen's going to save up for one last push here. While also carefully lacing his vodka with cyanide in case things go wrong.
A sector has been cut off.
Another concrete piercing round here from Zyswen. I mean, you only don't see it used to sort of wipe out infantry if you ever get to use, but that's actually, I think, a pretty novel usage of it. And again, in this case with the Panzerfuzzlers, it turned out to be pretty inspired, so... But ultimately, in this case, I mean, I don't see Zyswen pulling off unless Zarok does something really stupid, but I mean, overall, I think the issue for Zyswen in part was just... Ultimately, they had a force of two defense. We couldn't really go in the offensive as Zarok, who I think was sort of reasonably well off there. The Schwerpanzer Corps was really locking down his maxims, essentially. In that regard, you know, Zyswen didn't even try to change plans. He You could have, for example, tried to attack, Zarek's base in the first place. That way, trying to change things. Instead, he just went onto the defensive completely, allowing Zarok to actually gain the initiative. And that way, slowly find a solution here to the maximum problem. But there you go. 2 T-34s, 1 Katyusha, 1 ISU 152. Versus 1 Jagdpanzer, super close victory, 5 King Tigers, a lot of Panzergrenadiers, Volksgrenadiers, and some Sturm Pioneers. 83 versus 69. Zarok is gaining most of the map now here versus Zyswen. Just going for the third T-34. Can he even wait for a third T-34 now? I think Zyswen realizes he can't. He's going to quickly bleed out of victory points before he can actually seize anything. So there you go. Zyswen gets ready. The last assault. The last hurrah. Panzer they've engaged here by the T-34s as they smartly advance in from the south. And with that, of course, Zarok is immediately alerted to where Zyswen's assault is going. I mean, if Zyswen maybe might be clever, he might try and use it as a diversion. But then again, even here, there's going to be a maximum covering, so there's going to be limits to how useful that's going to be at this point of the fight. There you go, engineers being nullified here. There we go, we got Vetri 5 and the Jagdpanzer. Vetri 5, T-34s are trying to flank, but they are quite easy targets at this range for the Jagdpanzer. Another hit, they almost got one T-34 already. Got the other human hit, we got a third T-34 there running for Zyswen. One Jagdpanzer goes down here. Oh, not Jagdpanzer, but T-34. ISU, they're taking hits. King Tiger taking hits. ISU down to less than half health. Vetri 2, there we go. They've got the T-34 flank behind the Jagdpanzer. Maximum hit, they've got another T-34. There we go. Encircling Zarok's armor. Panzerfaust off it. T-34 takes no damage. Almost got the Jagdpanzer there down to half health. Almost got it. Maximum rushing of the center victory point. Needs to clear out the maximum covering of the victory point. Heavy losses inflicted. 17 points left. Oh dear, it's not going to matter though. And very close here, very close. Max, we're going to get annihilated. T-34's close to knocked out. Won't even get the Jagdpanzer. There you go. He's going to ram the King Tiger and succeeds. But it won't matter. Render the point neutral, and the second T-34 of course goes down to the Jagdpanzer, and there we go. GG, game over. A brutal war here. Maxim Spam versus Oberkommando West, normally favored heavily in favor of the Soviets, but in this case, Zarok's counter Kubel Spam rather countered it and bought him time to bring out there. In this case, the Zyswen was ultimately undone there by, I think, too passive demeanor, allowing Zarok again to find time, build resources up, and that way slowly but surely grind down Zyswen. The Jagdpanzer in this case turning out to be, I think, quite good asset here, very good choice, instead of just blindly going for the Panzer IV like so many other players did. Obviously, later went for a Panzer IV, but in that case, again, it had the Jagdpanzer to work on. So I think those were all, I think, a pretty interesting match there with some rather rare displays here. And I think some rather good ideas to consider. At least, if you're not going to directly go for a lot of cool ranks, like 4, still consider going for some. As again, Zarok here has shown they can have some usage. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, tell friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay of your own. Provide some feedback in the comment section. And this is Imperial Dancing. Cheers. Thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers.